welcome back to another video. We're in the Quantum again. We're going to put in a battery charger. Here's the thing, our house battery does not charge properly. We were given some parts, we tried those, they didn't work. So what we're assuming is the charging part of the converter is dead. Instead of replacing the converter, we decided we just get a small one like we put in our boat. So number one thing we want to do is make sure we don't get electrocuted. So we got one of these. You turn this on, you put this by the power, and you get that beep. So we'll show you how that works. The other thing is we need to plug in our battery charger. So what we did was we went out and we got ourselves a good heavy extension cord. And the whole plan here is to hook up this extension cord and wire it into the system, and that's how we're going to do it. So we're going to end up cutting this off. So we're going to figure out how long to cut this, and we'll cut it and we'll work on that plan. Stripping some wires and what have you. We can show you that, but the wires are easy to strip. Then we are going to hook it up to our box here. We'll show you how to do that. So stay tuned, don't miss it. So what we got to do is we got to figure out where we're putting the battery charger. We got a lot of places we can mount it. We might just mount it up here somewhere or down in here. But what we want to do is make sure we got enough cord to go almost anywhere. So it's right about here. So we're going to cut this off right here. We might have to go get another tool. But cut this off here. We're going to take it inside, strip some wires. We marked it, so we're going to have to take it inside and cut it. And we've got this fitting to put on there, so we'll put that on while we're inside. Kind of see how that opens up there. Just kind of keep working that. There you go, got it off. And we got to strip the black and the white wires here right away. Got that, and we want to open up this and put it on there. So the easy way to do this, it's got to be this way. Feed our wires through here. Stick it through there like this, and then we'll tighten these screws back. There you go, on there tight. Here's our best way to make sure our RV is not going to electrocute us. We're unplugging the RV. There you go, it's unplugged. We'll go check for voltage inside. Now you can see I got no voltage anywhere. Quiet, so no voltage. Oh, that's because I bumped it. If you bump it, you get voltage. But see, no voltage. Quiet. All right. So the next thing we got to do is we got to get this plugged through here. Looks like there's a hole right there. We could put it in. Let's see. We got good access to it down here. It looks like we got good access to both spots there, so we can push that slug out and put our wires in. So let's see if we can get in here. I don't know if you can see right here, but we're going to try to push this one out. There we go. All right, got it out. Now we're going to take the washer off of here. Run these wires through here. Run this nut up. Good. On the other side here. Okay, that's good and tight. We've got our wires here up. We didn't get the ground stripped, but we'll strip the ground. Strip the ground. Now we know that we want black to black, and we already got a wire nut on the black, so we can take the wire nut loose. There we go. So we got that. And it looks like we got to go inside and get our screwdriver to undo the other stuff there. All right, so hard to get in here and let you see it at the same time, but you can see there's a rail here. There's a rail here that's got places for ground wires. All right, and we got a ground wire here. So we can wire that like that. We can come to one of these that there's nothing in and run that back. We can fold this over a little and we can stick it in here. And we can tighten that back up. Okay, give it a little tug to make sure it's good. Same thing with our white. You can see where all those are. Gonna take that, turn that over, and look for one that's got nothing in it. Doesn't look like I can find one with nothing, so we're gonna have to pick one that already has something in it and pony off of that one. Let's get in there and lay down and see where we can see. Okay. Here we go. There we go. And we could take this one and tuck it in there too. So now we got both wires in there. And we can tighten this back up. Once you get it started, you can do that. We can tighten it up. Look for the one that's got two. Okay. Oh, there you go. Our wires are in. We can tuck our wires so that they're not touching anything. Before we go plug her back in, we do want to find out where we got 12 volts on the other side over here. So let's go find our 12 volt circuit. All right, so we're trying to find out where 12 volts comes in. Here's our meter. If I put the meter where you can see it there. You can see the reading on the meter. I got the ground down here. You got a whole bunch of grounds from the battery. So I can put that down there. And we can come down here and see if we can find power. So we come here, nothing. All right, there's another one on the other side here. Oh, look, see, there's where our 12 volts is. So we got 12 volts there. So we know we got to hook our battery charger from this block here to here. So that's how the battery charger's got to hook up, because we need to be on the side that's not tied to the RV when the RV is parked. We need to make sure that if the switch isn't on, that we get power. So that's where we're going to put our battery charger. So here's the battery charger we bought. It's very small, compact. It's just a Trickle. Same thing I put in my boat. So they're watertight and everything. So we'll get this thing open. Now we know that where we're putting this lead. Unfortunately, this black lead's got this nice connector on it, but we're going to cut this off because we've got to plug it in to the block there, which means we're going to undo a screw and we're going to put it in. So, unfortunately, we're going to lose this. I don't know if that's good for anything, but here, we'll leave a little bit of wire on it in case you ever want to use it for something. And then we're going to strip that wire. There you go. Again, we'll twist this nice and then fold it over. We're going to tuck that one in and clamp it in. And this one we got to get a wrench. So we're going to get a wrench or two. And oh, we're thinking right here. Get the, yeah, it's 1/2 inch, okay. Drop this in here. Let's take this lock washer out of here. Okay, lock washer goes here. This goes here. And we'll get this other one. Put this other one on top of here. Now we gotta tighten this up. Again, you want to hold this one while you tighten this one. All right. And we can get this out. There we go. All right, so that's on there. That's good. We should be able to turn our house battery back on, and we can get our other wire tucked in down there. It's going to be a little harder to do, but we see where we can get it. So very hard to see in there. We'll bring you back. We got to get the camera out of the way to get in there. All right, so let's see if this got power. Oh, got power, all right. So you can see how that works. That's our common, that's our ground, that's where our power's at. So we've got that, and it's on a breaker, and it's underneath. This is now underneath. So we can also use the battery charger now that we bought. We bring that up here. The wires aren't that long, but take that off, plug the battery charger in, and we can see that the battery charger, it's hard to see, hard to read it, I guess, but booting up. You can see it there, shooting a little red. I believe that means it's charging. We're going to read the instructions. So before we mount this, let's make sure that's working the way it should. All right, so you can see we've got a red light here. It's hard to see in the sun, but see the pulsing red light? Maybe you can see that. All right, pulsing red light says your battery is less than 75% charged. So we're going to figure out where we're going to mount this in here. It's got to be relatively close to this area, so we're going to figure a place to mount it in here and get that set up, and we'll get it taped in place. All right, so we zip tied some wires here. We zip tied this lead into here, so it's all done. All right, there we are. We got a battery charger. We're charging the battery. She's getting there. We'll cover that seat back up and everything once we know we're back at charge. Of course, we're running all the lights in here, so that ain't helping charge the battery, but we'll shut them down in a minute. Don't forget, like and subscribe, post notifications on. We'll have more how-to videos for RVs, boats, motorhomes, automotive stuff. Got a lot of things in the process here. Got some big overhead lights we're putting on our Jeep project. That's the Overland Jeep project that I showed you how to put the frame on. I built the frame myself. Another big project coming up is the brush grill for the front of this motorhome. When you go out west, you got buffalo and deer and all kinds of stuff. Your vehicle if you build it right. So stay tuned. We're going to build it from scratch. Got to order some steel. Catch you in the next video.